This podcast is part of the Pull Up a Chair podcast network. Let's build community through connection, conversation, and collaboration. This podcast is sponsored by Lever Consulting, editing with a purpose. Check them out at leverconsulting.com for a free consultation. Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Scooter. Thanks for pulling up a chair with us.
We are not experts on any of these topics, but we are hoping to spark something.
Like an idea, a conversation, or even a revelation.
Well, let's give it a shot.
Let's talk about stuff. Does it make sense?
A.
Does it make sense?
No.
Like, nothing makes sense.
So we'd like to welcome you to something special.
Oh, yeah, we're back. We're going to do an episode today.
Yes.
So, just be aware that it's going to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
Not too different, but a little different.
Yeah.
So how's this person across from me named Sarah?
Oh, that's me. I am a little tired. I didn't have enough food today, and I worked out more than I thought I did.
Gross.
It was pretty good. The workout was good, but I definitely realized I didn't have breakfast till 1, so that's a little rough.
Yeah, I was a little nauseous.
Yeah.
At the gym. Got a little nauseous.
It's because you ate right before you left.
No, I just had a little shake, like a little
Still.
like protein-ish
Yeah.
shake thing, but I didn't eat enough either.
Yeah.
I didn't have any solid food before all day.
Right.
And then went there and was like, okay.
Yeah.
But I'm always tired though. So
Yeah, that's true.
So actually, we'll just start off this one. We're gonna take a shot.
Oh yeah.
This is what we're doing. We forgot to take this before. This usually are like, hey, get ready for the show.
Salud, everyone.
Slancha. I swallowed really loud. I apologize.
Scooter made a face.
Yeah, I do that with shots.
Yeah.
I'm a beer guy these days. So, so what are you drinking?
Oh, Cazadores tequila.
Oh, what do I got? Proper 12.
I don't know what happened there.
I said proper, like a true American, like Canadian guy, and then 12 I tried at the end and screwed up the inflection.
What were you trying for?
It's Irish.
I know, but what were you trying for?
I was trying for Irish.
Okay.
Good God. We've established this, probably in this podcast, that my accents are horrible because I don't have the attention span to focus on. I think I can say one phrase almost in any accent, and then it's over. Like, even if I keep talking, it like turns. I end up sounding Jamaican or Indian, sometimes Australian.
Yes.
I have weird inflections.
Yes. Okay, can I just say, though, so, again, I probably talk about this podcast way too much, but the PK and DK podcast, there is one episode where Dorian is trying to make a commercial about spaghetti sauce, and he goes from Italian to Jamaican because he doesn't realize it switched, and it's so Scooter, I can't even tell you. Mm-hmm. But Scooter will start a conversation in one accent, and then all of a sudden I'm like, what's happening right now? Do you even realize that?
I morphed.
I don't even know.
Body snatchers.
What this is at this point.
Invasion of the body snatchers.
It's great.
So, yeah, we're going to start the episode.
Oh, yeah, welcome.
No, I mean, we're already started.
Yeah.
We don't really we try and make this at least have a flow, but it doesn't have to be formal. So, what's the first thing we do in every podcast, even this one?
Good things. Good thing.
Yes, we have to come up with good things, and my sheet was blank.
I was going to say, you didn't write anything down.
Well, I mean, right before we do these things, this happens a lot. Either the software doesn't work, or the hardware is... It's not that it doesn't work. It's user error. Yeah. I mean, I didn't set it up right or something. I didn't save something. So, normally right before, I'm panicking, dropping F-bombs.
Yes.
Yeah, and not super awesome. But then once everything starts going, we're good.
Well, I can start with mine then.
So, yeah,
Okay.
while you're doing that, you're doing good things. Okay.
So my good thing this
Ooh,
week
if you steal
is
mine, I
we
swear.
got to go to Madeira, which
yeah.
I know isn't always a joy for everyone. But we got to celebrate my second mom, and I call her Mama Garcia. And she has literally been my second mom since I was 16. And we just got to celebrate her and all of her wonderfulness and beautiful human being that she is. And she turned 60, and she survived breast cancer, and she literally is just one of the best people that I know. Like, I couldn't ask for a better second mom than my Mama Garcia. Your writing's real loud. Okay.
Well, so is my burp. So
And while we were there, I got Scooter to dance. I got Mariah to dance.
You got me
CJ
to-
dance.
don't even
Okay.
start.
There's certain dances that you'll do, and there's other dances where it's a lot of two-stepping happening.
I can't do two-step.
I know.
I get, like, frustrated. I was like,
Right.
I just want to do my own
You
thing.
do a lot of jumping.
I want to spin around, and I want to jump,
Right.
and...
But it was nice
But
to
I do
have...
love to dance.
I mean, I miss Lacey. She had to dog sit. But it was nice to have everybody out there and dragging them to the dance floor.
Is that like Brexit?
Dog sit.
Oh, dog sit.
Yes. Dog sit.
Dog sit. No, that was super fun.
Yeah.
Mariah and CJ did not want to dance. And guess what?
They did.
We don't care.
No.
Get up and dance.
Because they enjoyed it. By the end, they were like, okay, that was fun.
Yeah, I was like...
In the moment, they're like, oh my gosh, people are looking at us. And I said, no,
Nobody
they're not.
cares.
Nobody
I mean,
cares.
What's funny is, yes, everybody's looking at you.
Yeah.
But does it really matter?
I mean, yeah, you're on the dance floor.
It's like, enjoy yourself. Enjoy life. Do you know what? If somebody's hating on you because you're dancing and not doing it right, they're trying to yuck your yum.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Yes. And I love how, like, so again, she's been my best friend since we were 16.
She's getting sillier as she's get older.
She's so goofy. And, like, I love how, I think we danced for like 3 hours. We took short breaks, but we legit just kept on dancing. Every song, we have to dance, Sarah. I'm like, okay, let's go dance.
Oh, she's gotten so silly and
I
so
love her.
hilarious. Like,
I love you.
You're hilarious, Valerie.
Yes.
Love you too. You are hilarious.
Even John danced.
Yes, of course. I mean, he always says, "No, I don't dance." And every time I've gone somewhere where there's dancing, he dances. So I'm like, "Do you
It's
not
pretty
dance?"
rare, though.
Is it?
Yes.
Because when we go to a place, when you and I go to a place with John, Valerie, and there's dancing involved, he dances.
It's because I think it's peer pressure. We just peer pressure him into dancing.
But he smiles.
Because he loves his wife. He's like, I'm going to smile through this because I love her, but I don't want to be out here.
Yeah, I love dancing. It's just silly and fall down if you have to.
Yeah.
My knee still hurts from the week before that. And then I was like, I couldn't stop jumping. So no, it's super fun.
All right, what's your good thing?
Mine's easy. There's somebody named Elia Faith Matar
Yes.
that now exists, that didn't exist last time that
That's true.
wouldn't exist.
She existed.
She's outside of the womb.
Yes.
We got a new baby.
Yes.
So we got a new baby in the
Grandkid.
family. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. So, yeah, Ariel had Ellie.
Yes.
Have not met her in person yet.
Oh,
I mean,
this
it's
month.
only been like days
Yeah.
since she was born. But going to see her soon. So, super excited about that.
And she is so cute already.
Yeah, just...
And can I say,
Yeah.
Tony's genes are strong. Like, I mean,
They came out a little dark.
oh my gosh. Yes. She looks a lot like Linya.
Like, I think somebody was posting on social media, one of their friends, because they've got, like, company coming over and visiting, was, like, saying Linny's twin.
Aw.
Very similar features. Did not come out white,
I'll say pale.
pale. Didn't come out pale. So the genes are strong in that one, Tony.
I know.
The genes are strong, sir. Which is good.
But you never know because you are a blonde hair baby and you have brown hair. I could be crazy if it went the other way.
Yeah, but look at my skin didn't get darker. Even though I do have some native.
But would be how interesting would it be if like at some point she still has like olive skin and then she has like blonde hair out of nowhere?
That'd be so rad.
That would be so interesting.
No, I love gene pools. I love people that are having babies out of love and out of...
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, when it comes to, like, even adoptions and everything, having a kid out of love is, like, the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah.
But this one's a granddaughter, so, unconditionally, this human is perfect.
Yes. So we cannot wait to meet.
It'll be very soon. So, that, I mean, nothing compares to that, so
No.
I can't even put another good thing into this one.
So many granddaughters.
That's what's up.
Yeah. You
should have 3.
I think you weren't nice to women in a different life.
We talked about that
I know.
before. I was like...
Not on here, though.
We haven't?
No.
Are you sure?
Scooter legit has like 18 million women in his life and 1 son. So we like to say in another life, he was just a jerk to women.
In another life, or just maybe
another phase
when I grew up? Maybe it was when I was younger. Maybe
right.
I mean,
that's still another life.
I guess, because I've had many seasons in my life. Like long ones.
But obviously he needs to make amends to the universe for something.
Well,
yeah. I mean, not that females are bad or whatever, but it's like, it's interesting how many females you have in your life.
Oh, I look at it this way. It's like, I say this a lot lately. I keep putting my beer down and not drinking it. I say this a lot lately. There is something about, and I know we're trying to get, as society, we're trying to understand the male and female thing that we've tried to put stigmas on and labels on. And I'm not a label person either. It's something that we've used for many years. But what I have come to terms with is I call Y chromosomes confusing.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand sons.
Yes.
I have 1. But I feel like when you have the 2 X's, I think it's not that I understand it. It's something that's a little bit more natural to me.
Because that's what you've been around forever.
Yeah, and I think that's part of it.
Yeah.
And I think it was forced upon me with the universe or God or wherever you want to put it. Yeah. That was put upon me, and maybe that's because I didn't do it right.
Right.
I mean, if you believe in reincarnation, this is all... Take this all with a grain of salt.
Yes.
It's not our belief system. It's just a conversation.
Yeah.
So if this is not about that, this is not about religion or God or universe or anything like that. It's just our way of saying Scooter's around a lot of double X chromosome human beings.
He obviously hasn't figured it out yet. Universe.
Yeah.
Still work in progress.
Yeah. Well, aren't we all? Did I just...
Yeah, you did. You just gushed me.
I hate that. I hate
Watch
that noise.
Psych.
Watch Psych. But I hate the noise that it's on the actual podcast, but I do it all the time.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So something new's about to go down. Bonus round.
Oh, yeah. We're going to do something different.
We have dealt ourselves 5 cards called Level 2 from Off the Dice.
Oh, retro.
We have not seen these cards. We're going to read them out.
I made these cards.
I haven't seen these cards. We're going to read them out loud, and then we're going to pick one and discuss what's on these cards.
And we'll go back and forth. Realistically, if you go back historically, back into the archives of the Pull Up a Chair podcast network.
Yeah.
There's a podcast that I was on for a couple seasons that I created with Riza, and it was called Off the Dice, where we use these random questions to interview people just to get to know them.
Yeah.
And it worked really, really well. Please go back and listen to that.
It's a good show.
Yeah, and so some of these questions might resurface, but we did make a deck. I made a deck of cards with these random questions, and there's probably 30, 40 questions.
Yes.
Of level 2 alone. So we're just picking 5 each.
And if we read a question, but we don't discuss it tonight, and you're like, no, I want to know the answer to that one, tell us, and then we'll come back to it.
Please do. I mean, if you actually, I know there's some people out there that listen to this podcast. Let us know.
Yeah.
Like some people out there, we don't know super personally. So slide into those DMs, man.
Yeah.
Like, hit us up on, Facebook, Instagram.
All the socials.
Yeah, I mean,
Text us.
or sarahscooter@gmail.com.
Yep, that works.
If you know us personally, send us a text.
Yeah.
Like, we really want to hear from you because we really want to know that, not that we're doing a good thing, but it was like, this is our way of making time to communicate with each other,
Yeah.
but also communicate with you guys out there when we're all busy.
It's like a very large therapy pool. That's how I look at it anyways.
All right.
Are you going first?
No, I'm just looking at my cards.
I didn't read them yet, so... Okay, I'm going to read mine. Okay. First
your
one
five.
says, worst example of procrastination. If you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume you had done? What two totally normal things become really weird if you do them back to back? What is your perfect pizza? Favorite children's animated film?
Oh, that one's dumb.
What?
I've answered that like 5 times on the other podcast,
Well, I don't
but
need you-
not on
I
this
haven't.
one. Oh, but
All
we,
right.
we both have to answer these questions. This is not a
Oh.
question for you to me. It's a question for both of us to go at.
Well, then I can't pick that one because you've already answered it.
No, we can pick that. You'll get the floor.
Okay, wait.
Listen for a second.
No.
If you ask me a
first.
question that everybody's heard before, I just answer it quickly, and then you get the floor on that
Wait,
one.
I have a better idea. If you've already answered it,
You have a different idea.
better. If
Dang.
you've already answered it, you have to pick your second favorite movie, not your first.
Oh, that's a good call.
I know. That's why I said it was better.
I didn't hear it before you said it was better.
It's because you're not listening. See, universe is telling you more women in your life.
Shut your hole, dude. Shut your hole.
Okay. Do you want to read yours first, or do you want me to pick mine?
Oh, while you're picking that, I can read mine.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
We did not discuss this format at all. So, what's the opposite of koala? Oh, don't. I have to finish. What would you name your boat? Least favorite of the 5 senses? What's the worst superpower? And favorite Disney princess?
Oh, jeez.
We can.
I feel like you need some new ones.
Do you want me to get 5 new ones?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're listening and you want some of these answered, hit us up. I'm grabbing 5 more.
I feel like it's like poker. Like we have to
I
put
gotta-
back the ones we like are okay, and then I'm going to draw 2 more.
Okay. But then
You need to draw all 5.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Start over, people.
Okay. So, one of these I know we've already discussed. I'm going to put it back. What mythical creature would improve the world most if it existed? What are some fun and interesting alternatives to war that countries could settle their differences with?
Oh, I have plenty. That's one of my favorites right there.
Did you already answer that one?
Oh, and another podcast.
okay.
Babe, I've answered most of these.
I know,
I
I know.
hosted
Okay.
this for like 2 years.
What are yours? And then we're going to pick our 2 and go. 3.
Oop. Why are all my cards upside down?
Oh, gosh.
All right. Where is your happy place?
That's good.
Oh, I just swallowed really loud. I apologize if you heard that. Oh. What movie would be greatly improved if it was made into a musical?
Okay.
Yeah. Pet peeve word.
Okay.
What's the best/worst practical joke that you've played on someone or that was played on you?
Okay.
Should kidneys be able to be bought and sold?
Okay. Yours are deep. All right. So, my first one
That's good.
is, if you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume you had done?
Do I have to answer it first?
We should answer about each other, and then we'll talk about
Oh,
it.
that's good.
Okay, you go
Wait.
first.
Assume you've done.
Yes.
Got arrested. Yours would be some sort of road rage.
Interesting.
Some sort of like you were speeding or somebody cut you off and then they confronted you and you couldn't hold back the inside of your car talk that you have.
Interesting.
And I mean, it would be a short arrest, but I just
No, it
feel
wouldn't.
like, yeah, well, yeah. Depends on where you got pulled over at.
Right.
If you're in Sacramento, if you were north of Sacramento,
Right.
it could be a while.
Yes.
Yes, that's a black joke.
I mean, that's not a joke. It's just a fact.
That's just real, yeah. But, yeah, I think, personally, I think, because I don't feel like you have, when to cool your jets, but not when you're behind the wheel of a car.
Interesting. Okay, so mine...
What you think what yours is, yeah.
Okay, so I think ours is the same thing. Bar fight. So somebody we're with is in an altercation.
Is this for me or you?
Both.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we have the same one. Somebody we're with, because I always think of my sister, because Becca's got a mouth. Somebody we're with is in an altercation, and at that moment, it's going down. And we're like, well, yeah, it's going to go down, so this is what we're doing. My sister's so funny because she's like, I could never get in a fight. And I was like, I could easily punch somebody in the face. I have enough in me, drunk or sober, that I'm like, I got your back, this is it. So I feel like for both of us, I thought you would say that for me, not road rage, because I'm pretty good at road rage. I mean, I drive enough to where I'm like, it's whatever. I'll yell at you and scream, and then we'll move on with life.
That's a good call. I mean, I'm not going to change my answer, but...
Yeah, that's fine. That was loud.
Was that here?
That was outside.
Good Lord.
But that was my thought. I was like, I feel like we're both that bar fight mentality of like, no, I got your back. It's
and I've discussed this in other podcasts, maybe in this podcast, but definitely in Off the Dice to talk about bar fight mentality. Because all of a sudden we have like, we have a car club that showed up, it sounds like, outside. But normally, I talk about bar fight mentality. It has to be with like the people that have your back. I talk about this a lot. There's some comedian that I don't really agree with his points of views. Like but with the one statement, it was like, you don't need thousands of friends. You just need 3 MFers.
Yeah.
You need 3 people that have got your back. That's bar fight mentality. And those are those people, like when you're in it doesn't have to be a bar, but if you're in a group setting and that person of yours gets in an altercation and the fight actually breaks out, you're just in it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, you don't go to break it up.
Right.
That's your bar fight person.
Yeah.
Like, you go over there and you just start taking people down.
Yes.
You have a conversation afterwards and talk to your friend and go, dude, what happened? Well, somebody bumped me. And you're like, okay, now you're just being a jerk, but hey. But you ask the questions later. That's bar fight mentality. And I have that. I have that in me.
Yeah.
Just, it's innate.
Yeah.
In my system.
I always tell the kids, I'm kind of like the Hulk. I'm a very not nice person on the outside, but on the inside, I'm a very upset, angry person. So it doesn't take a whole lot for me to be like, all right, I've lost it. Like, I've lost it. I'm just, like, yelling.
But are you answering this question for both of us? Do you think both of us are on that? Because I agree with you 100% on my end. I'm not going to change my answer.
That's okay. Because the interesting thing is, like, before we were together, you didn't have the opportunity to go out with me and Becca, like, out. So now when me and Becca and you go out, you guys are the same human being. So it's like, again, I have both your backs, but you guys are a little too tipsy to understand that I have your back. They tried to fight a raccoon once, legit. They tried to get out of the car and fight a raccoon downtown Sacramento. So I have their back most of the time, but it's like, when they're together, they never get to see that because I always let them get tipsy enough to never have to know that I have their back.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. All right, what's yours?
That's really funny.
Yeah.
I think I had something, and I can't remember. It escaped my mind. When it goes, Sarah and I are we come off as very, very nice. I wouldn't say timid, but...
I've heard the word timid when it comes to me.
Same. Like, you have sweet eyes and you're very nice.
Someone told you you're timid?
Yeah, well, kind of like, man, you just look like such a sweet person.
Interesting.
And I really don't... and I've said this before... I used to be very, very angry. A very, very, very angry human being. But it's kind of that... We have that... Sarah and I work together on this plane of existence saying, please do not mistake our kindness for weakness.
Yeah.
I'll shut you down in a second.
Yeah.
And I mean emotionally, physically, whatever it takes.
Right.
I will shut you down. if you come after me or my family or the people that have bar fight mentality.
Right.
That's just who I am. I'm not a flight person. I'm a fight person.
Yeah.
Okay? We both are. Like, we're not a flight. It's like, I'll avoid certain things because it's like, that's not worth it.
Right.
It's not the hill I want to die on. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, so I want to top that with that. Right. So that got a little serious. Sorry about that.
That's good. All right, what's your question?
Well, since you watch a bunch of movies.
Oh, no.
Let's do, what movie would be greatly improved if it was made into a musical?
Oh, my gosh. That's so hard. I mean, obviously Born, all of them, the trilogy.
Cool. Okay, but it turned into a musical. You want to turn the Born trilogy into a musical.
Yes.
All right, let me explain.
Okay. So it's a decently serious movie, but I feel like there are some moments in there where it could use some singing. I'd still watch it, because there's some musicals I'm like, God, this is boring. But I love the Born trilogy enough to be like, if you're in a musical, I'd still watch it.
I feel... I understand where you're coming from. I look at most movies, if they're overacted, they could be a musical.
Wait, are you saying the Born's overacted?
Oh, for sure. Oh, come on.
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
I knew this was going to spark something.
All of them?
A conversation, a revelation, something.
Are you saying all of them are overacted? Because,
yes, they're overacted.
I am offended. Highly offended.
I enjoy them to no end. Some of them were a little like, okay, that's a little much, but the first one, really good. But yes, of course they're overacted. Like,
no. Okay, well, this is a whole nother discussion. We're losing topic here.
We're gonna have to have a whole nother section of this. Oh, yes. Okay, so let me. This is my perspective. Most popular or good movies that are overacted will always make a good musical, because any emotion that, if somebody's talking too much, like, if you can tell me that every good or bad person in Born didn't talk too much.
They did not. Did you even watch the movies?
I watched them all. Of course I did.
Okay, I have one more. Absolutely Fabulous, the movie. Did you ever watch Absolutely Fabulous?
No. What is that?
Oh, my God. It's a British show. Friggin' hilarious. We used to watch it all the time. But they turned into there's a movie of Absolutely Fabulous. I feel like, I'm pretty sure part of it may have had singing. Because they were, like, super high. Or drunk. The moms. It's an amazing show. That could be a musical for sure. Which unfortunately you have no reference because
but
you
I don't have any references, but my reference is overacted. Like 90% of comedies are overacted. That's what makes them comedies.
I guess.
I mean, realistically, who in your mind right now is probably the best comedic, not actor, but is in the most comedies right now that are good budget? I mean,
Kevin Hart.
Okay. Does he overact?
Yeah, but
That's
he shouldn't be
does.
musicals.
Why?
No.
I think it would be hilarious. For God's sakes, they had The Rock sing.
Yeah.
So, and he's an overactor.
Yeah, but I just can't see any of his as musicals. Wait, what's your movie? You haven't said anything yet.
I don't know. That's it.
You didn't say anything. You said comedies.
You said the Bourne trilogy. I think it would. What was the question? Would be greatly improved. Okay, so I couldn't put it that way.
Because those three movies are so good, like it can only go up.
Wow.
Throw in some music, it can only get better.
So I think I threw up in my mouth. I wanted to say, because I have a favorite trilogy, of course, and well,
those would not be good musicals.
They would be awful musicals. I have never thought about this question. Well, it's probably in the old podcast, and I made up something as I shoot from the hip. But what? I really like sci-fi stuff, so I feel like, I feel like movie-wise, I feel like, Oh, I got one. Battlefield Earth.
Ooh, I thought you were going to say Firefly.
Oh, holy crap. I don't think that... But here's the problem with Firefly. It wouldn't be drastically improved.
That's true.
And I think that was the phrase I was taking out of there. Battlefield Earth was so stupid.
Yeah.
But if you took and turned it into a musical, because I feel like sometimes musicals that are just musicals just for the sake of being a musical, not like actual musical performances, it turns the comedy or turns it in on itself.
Yeah.
So it would make it more of a parody. So I think if Battlefield Earth, let's make this happen. So I'm going to text Travolta right now.
Okay.
No.
I just thought of one.
No, but I feel like Battlefield Earth, because it was so bad, and if somebody loves that movie, I'm sorry. It just was not good.
Yeah.
It was lost. There was a story was lost. Like, what are we doing? But if you made it into a musical, I think that would be super enjoyable.
I just thought of one. Avatar: Last Airbender, M. Night Shyamalan's version. I mean, you can't make it worse.
Oh!
You can't make the movie worse.
When you said that, I was like,
only get better.
That is, oh my gosh.
I'd had to have a whole rewrite, but that movie can't get worse.
I don't know if I have to have a whole rewrite.
Yes, did you watch the movie?
Just sing it.
Did you watch the movie?
No, I refused.
Ugh.
I refused.
Anyways.
For many reasons.
We're going to move on before I lose it. All right. Favorite children's animated film, and you cannot say Little Mermaid.
Ah, God. Well, you're going to have to answer that because I have to think.
Okay.
Because I don't know. Mine's Little Mermaid.
Easy peasy. We just watched it yesterday, and it's called Meet the Robinsons.
Oh, that's so good.
And it is one of my favorites. It is so funny. Keep moving forward is the whole point of the movie. I got a big head and little arms. There's just so many good points of this movie that every time I watch it, I still find it friggin' hilarious.
That is so true.
Ah, so good.
It's really, I can't take that one because I've only seen it a few times.
And the funny thing is, there's a line from it that I've always said, and I've said it since the kids. I mean, it came out in 2007, so since the kids were little, and they were like, I never understood what it meant, and so they rewatched it yesterday, and they're like, I get it. I was like, yes, Uncle Joe's already seen the toast.
Oh my God, that's if you don't understand, you've already seen the toast.
Yes.
Go watch Meet the Robinsons.
Oh, it's so good.
If you haven't seen it, or you have seen it and you don't recall what that means, it's so integral into our lifestyle.
Yes.
We've already seen the toast.
Yes.
Like, look it up. If you don't know what it means, don't look it up. Watch the movie.
And the funny thing is, it's probably like not even like a major part of that movie.
Oh,
it's
God,
just
no.
it's just like a line that I took from it that I've taken it since 2007. I use it like legit once a week. I say the line. That we've seen the toast. It's very legit. It actually means a lot. Yeah.
See, now you got me sidetracked on there. Animated. I haven't been watching a lot of animated stuff. Oh, hold on. We can do current, right?
Yeah. It's got to be a film.
Yeah, it can't be.
A children's animated film.
Dang it.
Is it? We don't talk about Bruno. No.
I don't have a very strong opinion about that movie.
Wait, can I tell you what I feel like yours is, even though you've probably only seen it like twice?
Encanto.
The robots.
I was headed towards there.
Oh my gosh. I think every other day he says, see a need, feel a need.
I do.
And that is, and I'm like, that to me, that's like the most quoted thing you say from a children's animated film.
For sure. See a need, feel a need.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that'd probably be it, because I feel like when we look at I got so much out of that movie when it comes to don't meet your heroes, to it doesn't matter how hard you try to change the system, you become part of the system. There's see a need, fill a need. That's a huge one.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, that's like the basics of like just taking out the trash.
Yeah.
If the trash is full, you see the need.
It's a very underrated film, I feel like.
I think it's because Robin Williams is in that, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's why. Because,
so good.
Well, I just think it's because everybody looks at it as like it's a Robin Williams but it's not.
No.
Like, he is, I feel like that's a small part.
Yeah.
His part was very small to me in the whole, because Mel Brooks, I think, is in that too, right? Mel Brooks is Copper Bottom or whatever. So I feel like that's a great, like...
Isn't Obi-Wan in there?
Is he really?
I think he's the main guy.
Obi-Wan.
He's the main guy.
Who's Obi-Wan?
What's his name? The guy who plays Obi-Wan.
He's Scottish.
Doesn't help
Does that
me.
help?
No. You don't know
All
either.
right. Yeah, I do.
Well, then say it.
Ewan?
McGregor? Yeah. He is the main guy in Robots. Anyways, Robots is so good.
Yes. So I think that's a probably an underrated film, especially if you look at it. To me, it's like watch that movie for more of what's going on in the story.
Yeah.
Not like a kid trying to prove himself and all that stuff. There's a lot more going on that's not in your face.
I think it's one of those things of like you watch it as a kid and you get the humor, and then you watch it as an adult and you get the humor and the seriousness of the movie.
Yeah.
It's one of those good ones. They did such a good job of like when you're a parent watching with your kid, you get so much more. And then when you're like, Elise has been watching movies that she watched as a kid to see how much she's grown and like what she actually gets from them now.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
a
think,
whole different experience.
Yeah, that one would be a good one for her to watch.
And I'm going to go on to the next subject with my last thing is I feel... See, I burped again. I feel like... It's a strong statement. I feel like most Disney animated films are missing that mark.
Recent ones?
Yes, they're not filling the age gap.
I agree.
They're not making a social commentary anymore.
Yeah.
It's over. Like, I don't say it's over, but it's rare now that they're making a social statement. I feel like Pixar, Sony, they're making more of a statement on society and reflecting art, and I think that's probably why I'm not an Encanto person.
Okay, well, one more movie. Baymax.
Oh, that's not Baymax.
I know.
It's coming out though.
What's it called?
Big Hero 6, babe.
Big Hero 6. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that movie makes me cry every single time.
Of course.
It's so friggin' good.
It's so good. But there's not a lot of super social commentary in that either.
There's not. It's just good. Just good.
Yeah, it's very good.
All right, your turn, I think.
Oh, no, it's yours.
I just asked the animated film question.
Ah, crap. How many are we going to do these? All of them? Look at the time.
What time is it?
I don't know.
One more.
Each?
Well, I put 3 asides because I assumed we were doing 3.
Oh, well, I don't know what I did.
Me
I
either.
only read 1.
I know.
All right. Ooh. What's the best... Did I do this one? No. What's the best / worst? Because my last one had a slash in it too, right? No.
I don't know what you're doing over there.
Didn't I read a / one? Oh, I did, and you made me put it away. Now I remember. What's the best / worst practical joke that you've played on someone or that was played on you?
I hate this question because I don't think anyone's ever played a practical joke on me.
Then it must have been great because you didn't know it was a joke.
No, I mean, like legit, no one's ever pranked me.
Okay, have you pranked somebody else?
No.
That's lit.
That's the issue. I'm not the pranking person.
See,
I like to scare people.
Yeah, you wanted to sign up for the new game show called Pranksters.
I did not. I wanted to recommend somebody for the new game show.
Oh, see, I would suck at it.
I have nobody. I don't prank people, and I don't think I've ever been pranked.
I'm not a pranky kind of person either.
I want to. Please don't prank me.
Can
It
I just
doesn't
move
sound
on to the
fun.
next one?
Yeah, that's why I don't know why you picked that one.
If somebody really wants us to answer that question, we will.
I just did. I have 0.
But the pranks were not... they didn't end well in my childhood.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me say this real quick. If you ever watch New Girl, there's pranks in it, and they're terrible. There's a guy named Winston, and he's so bad at pranks. Like, his prank literally is he would switch a pillow out for a slightly softer pillow. And that's his prank. He's like, you just call it Winston. And they're like, too small. Or let like a possum out at a wedding. And they're like, too big.
That's cute. That's a well-written show.
I like it.
That's underrated also. Pet peeve word.
Ooh, okay, you gotta go first so I can think.
Not pet, not like assaulting words, but pet peeve.
You go first.
I think over the years I have a few. They change for me. I've always had a problem with the word any.
Like A-N-Y?
Yes.
Like
I've always...
belly button any.
Yeah, no, A-N-Y.
Okay.
Because it could sound like any, and you don't know how to pronounce the word any. I've had a problem with that. Is it any? 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 If you say it enough times, it's just like, I hate this word.
I don't have any issue with that.
Okay. I do. I just, it's like I don't, it's not when somebody else says it, I don't know how to say it correctly. Right. It's more of that. I think the most current one is okay.
Why?
Because of our children, realistically. Because most people, for some reason, we've got this standard in our house now. Instead of saying please or thank you or something like that, they say okay. And that's frustrating to me.
Yeah.
So I think that's why that's become a pet peeve, you know, word for me. I'm going to stick with that. And it's only, that's just recent. We're talking the last year.
Yeah.
Because instead of, you know, it's like, hey, somebody says, hey, can you do this for me? And they go, yeah, that sounds good. I'll come pick you up. And they go, okay.
Yeah.
What happened to thank you?
It's true.
What happened to, you know, being gracious about stuff? So that's been my pet peeve word recently.
Mine might hurt some people's feelings, but it's the word trigger. I feel like it's used a lot, that everything triggers everyone about something.
Yeah, something's true.
And don't get me wrong, like things like set you off, but I feel like the word trigger, like everything is a trigger right now, and it's to me, I'm just like, I get it. But sometimes it's also just life. And if everything triggers you, I feel like that's an issue or like something you should probably discuss with somebody. If everything that happens like triggers you.
That makes sense.
So it's hard for me to hear people be like, use the word trigger in every other sentence.
And I feel like that is overused. And also, the trigger, like, because I work in the community a lot. Yeah. And when somebody is triggered by everything.
Right.
I was like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Like, you're choosing to have conflict in your life.
Right.
Instead of dealing with life.
To me, it's like if everyone's a superhero, then nobody is. I'm like, if you're triggered by everything, then there's like a bigger issue than just...
Yeah, you're the issue. Then you're the issue.
Right.
So if everything's triggering you and you're asking other people to change the way they speak and the way they do things because it triggers you...
Right.
Okay, then...
And that's everyone.
Then we should not be around each other. Right. And if everybody's triggering you, then that's on you.
Yeah. Because I totally believe there are things that definitely can trigger things in people. Yes.
Yes.
But it's like when you use it for everything that's going on in your life, it's like, all right, you're too far.
That's what I think it was like 5-6 years ago when bullying.
Yeah. Everything was a bully.
Everything was, you're bullying me. Stop being a bully. I was like, okay.
All right, I'm gonna go even further right now and be like, when everything is racist. I'm sorry, but there are certain things where like it's not.
It's not.
I had this talk with CJ the other day, and I was like, CJ, that's not being racist. They're showing favoritism to certain people versus the others, and it's not based on the color of their skin. It's based on who's being an a-hole right now and who's not. And unfortunately, everyone who's being an a-hole right now just happens to be the same color because of the location that we live in. They happen to all be in the same classroom, but it's like not everything is racist, and I know that's hard for people to take in the climate that we're in, but it's just not.
It's just not. I was thinking about this the other day, defining what is an ism. And I was thinking, if you take one type of person, whether they, let's say, female, transgender, homosexual, black, Indian. Now, if you take that and you take that as a precursor, like you make a judgment on how they're going to act and how they're going to perceive things and what they like and dislike because of that, and you make that judgment, that's an ism.
Right. Yeah.
To me, that's racist.
Yes.
If it's like if a black person walks down the street and you're scared of them because, oh my gosh, they're going to steal my purse and they're going to, Okay, now you're being racist.
Yes.
Okay, that's racist because
Yes.
you're making a predetermined, like they're going to act a certain way because they're black.
Yes.
Now, if they've been following you for the last 15 minutes,
Yes.
right, very closely, and they're taking all the same turns as you are while you're walking, and you say, hey, this person might steal my purse.
That's aware.
That's not an ism.
Right.
That's somebody being different.
You should notice those things.
Yeah. But if you're doing it solely because of
Yes.
a certain precursor of the way of what that person represents,
Yeah.
then that's an ism.
Yes. And just know, as somebody who gets sometimes stuck in that category of, well, you're this color, so you're going to do these things. If I see you clutching your purse as I walk by, I'm also going to clutch my purse and walk on the other side of the street, just so you know that I don't want to be around you as much as you don't want to be around me. Done it so many times. So
Yeah.
just so you know, I'll do that. It's just fun that way.
I agree with that. Because I like if there's... we can go on a whole
we won't do that.
rant on here.
Yes.
Like, if you want to know more about these opinions, hit us up. We will tell you some very cool experiences that we've had.
Because why not? All right.
Good and bad.
Okay, so my last question.
Do I have one after this?
It's up to you. I think our son's waiting outside to come inside. Well, let's finish this. What are some fun and interesting alternatives to war that countries could settle their differences with? And I'm going to go first, and obviously, dance off.
Yeah. Okay. That's not okay.
What?
Okay, go for it. Because I was going to say that, but...
Well, that's like the universal...
Okay, that is universal.
It's like dance off, duh.
So you're saying that you have a very vanilla answer.
Yeah, but my other thing is hot dog eating contest.
Oh,
I'm
my
just
God.
kidding. It could be a tofu dog, a carrot dog, chicken. I don't really care. But I just think it'd be funny.
I think here's my opinion. My first one is always go to a dance off. Like, come on.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be like B-boys, and it doesn't have to be Battle of the Year. It
But
doesn't
it
have to be. No, I'm saying you could
Just
get
kidding.
to that level. Right, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
But it's literally in the name.
Yes.
Battle of the Bands.
Yeah.
Your best musicians. Like,
So yours isn't dance, yours is music.
no, I was saying because I can't take yours because you already said it because that was my
I
first.
can agree, though.
But Battle of the Bands,
Yeah.
like two countries or two whatever going to war, two tribes
Yeah.
go to war. Frankie goes to Hollywood.
But who decides who wins?
Anybody know? Two tribes.
Too young.
Frank Goes to Hollywood. Great song. But those two tribes, right, you'd have to have, like, the surrounding countries, at least three of them,
Yes.
like, judging the Battle of the Bands. And
Yes.
you only get one band.
That's
and
good.
you only get, like, 1 hour set.
Yes.
It's not like 5 minutes. You get 1 hour set. They go up there. Best band you have. It doesn't matter what genre it is. It could be metal to folk music
Right.
to whatever represents you the best. And then the surrounding, and it has to be the surrounding ones. It couldn't be somebody from across on another continent because music's different.
Right.
The surrounding at least 3 countries get the vote on which one had the best set.
And you can't pay anybody off.
No. This is music, man.
Ooh, I thought of another fun one. Football. Not American football. The rest of the planet football.
Like, it's like soccer.
Yes.
Like, okay, football.
Yeah. Well,
F-U-T.
Yeah. But
Because,
football.
well, in the United States, we have to spell F-U-T
Which is
so
stupid.
that people can
I
figure
know.
it out.
Obviously not American football. But football. Because I feel like every other
Agreed.
freaking country plays it. Everybody plays it. So, I mean...
Yeah, the whole world. I mean, the whole
rules
world
are
at
the
least.
same.
I mean, it's a ball on the ground.
Right. So that would be a good one.
That'd be a really good one, too.
Yeah. And of course, because I'm a mom band nerd, marching band competitions. Like field show.
But that could be Battle of the Bands right there. Like, if
I want
somebody
a
does
field show competition.
Okay, but if one country decides to do their 1 hour set as a marching band thing, I was like, they just stepped it up a little because their
That's true.
showmanship just went,
That's true.
so I'm not saying it has to be on stage like a rock and roll concert.
Yeah.
I'm saying Battle of the Bands. It doesn't matter what kind of band it is. It could
True,
be
true.
polka. It could be bagpipe.
Is it polka or polka?
Polka. P-O-L.
Okay.
Polka.
I agree. I didn't hear the L earlier.
Polka.
Polka.
I don't think you're supposed to say that L.
Polka.
It's more of it's the back of your throat. I think it's polka.
I think you're wrong.
I'm probably wrong.
I'm just kidding. All right, last one. Let's go. What you
yeah,
got?
I have another one? I get another one?
You're supposed to. 3 each.
3 each? I already did 3.
No, you did 2. I started. I thought.
Hold on. We'll rewind and we'll figure it out.
Boop, 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 boop.
No, I already did 3.
What'd you do?
Best, worst, practical joke. Oh, we skipped it.
Yeah.
That's why. Okay.
I was like, no,
that's
we
why. I
didn't.
was like, let's do this. Where is your...
Carmen Sandiego. Sorry.
You're not sorry. You were looking down when you said sorry.
Okay, continue.
Where is your happy place?
Ooh,
Boom.
that's a hard one.
I know.
So I have a couple happy places.
Nope. What's your happy place?
I can't, there's multiple.
That's not a thing.
Okay, if I'm by myself,
I said, what's your happy place?
there's too many answers.
Okay, but you're thinking too much.
No, I'm not. Okay, look, here's my thinking. If I'm by myself, I enjoy to be on the beach listening to the waves and all that good stuff.
Right.
Even if there's 5 of us together, the family, I love being, it's obviously you, me, and the kids. I love being at the ocean. But I also truly enjoy being with some of my relatives. There's some people in my family where they are my happy place. Wherever we're at, as long as I'm sitting next to them and we're chatting and life's good, they are my happy place. I'm not going to say what they are because I don't want to hurt people's feelings. But there are certain people in my life where they are...
You know who you are.
Yeah. They are my happy place.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And you also know who you're not.
Well, yeah.
No, that's good.
All right, what's yours?
My happy place. Blah. It's... How do I put this very simply? It's with whoever doesn't give me anxiety.
It's not a place.
Yeah, that's a place. It could be anywhere.
Yeah.
It could be literally anywhere. And even like right now, I know that my anxiety is low because I'm sitting across from my favorite human, like bar none. And my anxiety levels are very low.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think that happens with a select few humans in my life. My adult daughters, I don't get a lot of anxiety around them because I don't feel there's judgment going both ways.
Yeah.
So it's very few and far between, but it's not a location for me. It is a location, but it's a location in my mental health well-being.
Yeah.
So don't get me wrong, I get anxious and have anxiety around you because sometimes we're not
On the
seeing
same
eye
page,
to eye,
yeah.
and I get like, okay, I'm about to freak out. I know my blood pressure is kicking it, but it's so few and far between. And I think there's very select few. I'd say less than 5 people on this planet, and those are my happy places. So that's why I try and steal Sarah away from her work, and I always want her to go, hey, let's go do something, and she's like, I gotta work, right?
No, it's 1 p.m. on a Thursday.
But that's why I'm always trying to do that. I was like, I need a happy place, and I'm looking for my happy place. So
if I would have guessed yours, other than people, I would have said any live music.
oh, for sure.
I would say that's your happy place.
But my anxiety, that's very much my happy place. That's my rebooting or Zen moment.
Yeah.
And we've talked about that too. It's I'm very, very comfortable in a very large crowd.
Right.
Reason being is I don't have to be intimate with anyone. And you can spend 30 seconds with somebody, 5 minutes with someone, 20 minutes, an hour with someone, but it's up to you.
Right.
I get to control that, and I have thousands of people to choose from.
Yeah.
So I'm not locked down in anything. So I feel very, very comfortable in a very large crowd. If it's a small crowd, like 20 or under, not so much.
Because you have to actually talk to
Yeah,
people.
because now I feel obligated to speak to certain people.
Yeah.
So my anxiety goes high. So absolutely. I was like, I don't know if that's my happy place, but that's definitely my rebooting place. Like live music, big crowds of people.
Yeah.
yeah, we'll rejuvenate this human being with these.
Yep.
Wow.
All right, good job. I feel
Well, we did some randos.
we had a lot of cards, but we only answered 3 each.
Yeah, that's
so
fine. That's
we'll
fine.
Make that work.
We have so many more to go. But just know that we will be doing more of these, not very often. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We're going to call these bonus rounds.
Yes.
As we go, which I might edit in at the beginning.
Yeah.
But this will be kind of our bonus rounds as we go forward. It's not that we don't have a subject. There's always a subject to talk about. But sometimes we got to get on the little bit lighter side. And sometimes when you shed light on the lighter side, you get a little deeper.
It's true.
Whoa.
Super deep.
All right. So we're going to finish our segments, though. Because we always have to do...
Shout out! Ow, ow, ow.
Shout out!
Woo!
Always got to do shout-outs because the people we work with, the people we know, the people we love deserve a shout-out.
Yes. You have nothing on your papers. You want me to go first?
Yeah, because I'm trying to think now.
So the last, we're going to say we're at 45 days-ish, has been a lot for me. So I just want to shout out to anyone who has checked in, sent me a text message, gave me a hug, loved on me. Any of you people who out there have done that, I truly appreciate you, and I thank you for checking in on me. That's my shout-out. Don't look at me.
Well, I was going to make you try and make you cry and then go, what do you mean, you people?
Then you're going to cry. Can I do one more?
Yeah, please.
And then last shout out, thank you to my little brother. He found a recording of my mom on her phone of when she would come to our house and do dance parties, and he sent it to me, and of course it made me cry immediately. But I've been looking everywhere for this freaking video because I remember us doing these videos when she was here and I couldn't find one. And crazy enough, he had one and sent it to me, and I was like,
was he here?
No, it was on her phone. I think maybe one of the kids had recorded on her phone for her. I don't know, but I was like, because it's not her perspective. It's like just her dancing.
Yeah, because we used to like here in the house. We used to do like late night dance parties because it was on the weekends. We like stay up, and let's have fun. So we'd turn up the music. Everybody got a flashlight. Turn off the lights, and we'd run around the house as little kids. And she joined us a couple times.
Yeah.
Definitely a dancer.
Yes.
So how do I follow up that? That's just, I can't do that.
You can.
I think that's where we're at. I was like,
all right.
Yeah, I'm not going to try and one up that. I mean, there's not one. Again, I know but it's like seriously, that was so cool, dude.
Yes.
For finding that and actually reaching out and getting it to us. Those kind of things mean the world to us.
Yes.
And it makes the world a better place.
Agreed.
So, I'll do a little shout, and it's not really a shout out, but it's like, if you're a struggling musician or a struggling artist or something at this point, shout out to you. We are going to do our best as a small community that we have here to get you out and noticed. So if you're one of those people, we'll do what we can. Hit us up. If you're doing something creative or something silly or off the mark, we don't have a huge platform. I mean, this is one of our many platforms that we work with. But if you have something like that, please, we support you.
Yes.
And we love you for it. So,
yep.
On that note, we are going to sign off, and we'll be back again next week, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Hello, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Andrew. And I'm Christian.
And I'm Allie.
And we are Rad Theater, a podcast where a bunch of friends play role-playing games and share a single brain cell, and the GM doesn't always have it. Oh, and it's theater spelled the correct way, Theatre.